Ladies and gentlemen, on this Christmas Eve, with just 28 days until Donald Trump's return to the White House, something extraordinary is happening. The mainstream media is in meltdown. Former CNN stars are jumping ship, and even Kamala Harris' own advisors are abandoning the sinking vessel. And tonight, we're going to show you exactly why Trump's movement isn't just winning, it's creating a new American majority that will reshape our nation for generations. And while the left implodes with Reid taking pay cuts and Brian Stelter fuming about lost influence, Trump's mandate for America grows ever stronger. And just as Trump fights to preserve American greatness, the patriots at Be Best are fighting to save our nation's food security. The American bee population is critical to our survival. And without immediate action, our food supply chain could collapse. That's why I am proud to support and be sponsored by PatriotBeBest.com. For less than 17 cents a day, you can join the fight to save American agriculture. Use code NEXTNEWS for 25% off your monthly subscription. Don't wait until our grocery shelves are empty. Join the hive at PatriotBeBest.com today and help secure America's future. All right, Donald Trump posted this video on his Truth Social account, and he simply captioned it, 28 days to save America. The Trump motorcade in full effect. The boss is in town. I just love videos of the motorcade and Trump because it's like, it just exudes authority and puts so much fear into life because they know they can't stop this man. Brian Stelter, yeah, he's fuming. He is butthurt. Colin Rugg says Brian Stelter fumes about how X users are reporting on political issues, complains about how they're branding themselves as the new CNN. Yes, they're butthurt. Stelter said X accounts can't be trusted because they have no institutional knowledge. Oh, is that right? Yeah, we are beating CNN. Every single day, we beat CNN on this channel. And on X, the Patriots there, overtaking. These channels are irrelevant now. Let's listen to Brian Stelter.
And he's oftentimes relying on random anonymous accounts, these websites, these users on X who are trying to present themselves as the new CNN, the new New York Times, but have no research behind them, no backing, no institutional knowledge. And I understand that for Musk, that's really appealing. It's exciting on his platform, but he ends up misleading a lot of people. It is striking how he does seem to be learning about lawmaking in real time. And just a moment ago, he tweeted about all the coverage of him in the last 24 hours. There's been all these questions, Dana. Is he the real president-elect? Is he the shadow president? Well, Musk responded on X. He says the political and legacy media puppets are all echoing the same idea, parroting the same message, trying to drive a wedge between Trump and me. And Musk adds, they will fail. I don't think anybody's trying to drive a wedge except those Democrats who are saying it. Journalists are just trying to understand the relationship between Trump and Musk, because it's one of the most important relationships of the next 4 years.
We're literally calling it as we see it. Elon Musk put out on social media that he didn't like the bill. Then there was a statement from Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, and then everything fell apart.
Oh, yeah. No, we called out the media. We saw the talking points. And then we've got this. Check this out. Kamala campaign advisor Lindy Lee quits the Democrat Party. Quite a gift for Christmas, right? I don't want to be part of this tent anymore. I don't want to be part of this craziness. I want to be part of the team that treats me with common decency. She was on Piers Morgan. Let's listen to this.
Campaigns against
the Democrats have got to move on quickly, haven't they?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. She's indulging delusions of running for governor in California in 2020.
Okay, it looks like this. Is that Dave Rubin, Chunk Uger? I don't know the other two. Maybe you guys can drop a comment and let us know. Anyway.
And perhaps even running for president in 2020. And I just want to echo what a lot of you guys already said. This past week has been harrowing for me. This Saturday, I went on Fox and Friends and I said that Democrats have a stench of loser hanging over them.
Yeah.
As soon as I said that, there were boycott campaigns against me, unblock, unfollow campaigns. I lost 40,000 followers.
Really?
in 4 days. People have called me the W word. I don't know what we're allowed to say, but you can fill in the blank.
We're
They've called me the
uncensored. Let's
W
say it.
word.
Say it. Say what the word was.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Well, they called me a whore. They called me the C word. They asked for me to be deported. And you can just search for my name in those terms on X and you'll see a bunch of them. So, all these so-called Democrats, the party of inclusion, the party of diversity, masks off. And it's even worse because they pretend to occupy the moral high ground. They pretend to be, so loving and caring and embracing of diversity. But all of a sudden, when I dare to utter any criticisms of the goddess, Kamala Harris, I get ostracized. Me, after having raised tens of millions of dollars for the party. My donors are pissed. They raised $2.5 billion across Super PAC in the campaign. It's my responsibility. It's my duty of care to ask what the hell happened with that money? Why did we spend it? Why did we spend millions of dollars on five-star hotels for campaign staffers? Why did we spend $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton moments before he interviewed Kamala? These are legitimate questions, but no, in the cult, you can't ask questions.
Yeah.
And leaving the Democratic Party or even questioning the Democratic Party is like leaving a cult. It's terrifying. Pierce, I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of this tent. I don't want to be a part of this craziness anymore. They're accelerating my rightward shift. I don't want this nonsense. It's just crazy. And honestly, they're shrinking their tent. They're basically telling me they're pushing me to bring my tens of millions of dollars that I've raised and can continue to raise to a different team that treats me better, that treats me with just common decency, that doesn't call me a communist spy. By the way, the communist regime in China killed my great grandfather. They don't know my family's history. This is the first time I'm really saying it on air.
Wow.
They are calling me a spy for the regime that killed my great grandfather. Let that soak in just for a second. That's how disgraceful they are. Yeah. And these are the people who call themselves the social justice warriors. They are dabbling. They are going headfirst into racism anytime someone dares to disagree with them. I don't want to be a part of this nonsense anymore. I want to be a part of the team that says men are men and women are women, and that men shouldn't play in women's sports. And I'm an athlete myself. I'm a marathon runner.
The Democrat.
Wow, talk about self-destructing. And then we got this. Looks like Christmas came early for MSNBC critics, with Joy Reid getting a pay cut instead of a holiday bonus. Guess when your show's ratings are tanking, the solution is slashing salaries, not firing the anchors who couldn't pull in viewers if they were handing out free iPhones. Reid's $3 million salary is probably still more than most people make in a lifetime, but hey, it's nice to see MSNBC's attempted cost-cutting bring some holiday cheer to the critics. Maybe they keep trimming the fat until all that's left is a few sad studio lights flickering out. I love it. Oh, and speaking of MSNBC, oh yeah, Megyn Kelly had some choice words because her numbers are off the charts. Yeah, if you're sensitive to four-letter words, then maybe click out of this one for a second.
I think there are plenty of people there. There are people on that list who would love to have seen me without a job forever. And so I would be lying if I told you something other than I am thrilled that we, our one show, crushed NBC News on its YouTube feed this month. Crushed them. I think there are plenty of people there who would love to have seen yours truly exit the news business altogether, and frankly, who did their level best to make sure I never had a microphone in front of me again. So to all those people, I will say as graciously and with class as I can, fuck off. I'm back. You can't shut me up.
Megyn Kelly for the win on that one. Oh yeah, she's not having it anymore. And the Grinch was arrested for attempting to steal inside a Texas HEB store. Yes, the Grinch was just arrested. This just in. So Christmas is secure from the Grinch. Here's President Trump on the election of 2024. Our movement not only won a mandate, we built a new American majority. And as evidenced by that Democrat, this is so true.
Future for In the election of 2024, our movement not only won a mandate, but we built new American majorities all over the place and will define our country's future. I believe it's going to define our country's future for generations to come. That's going to happen.
Amen. And it's called the Trump effect. Trump War Room posting this.
After another. Since the election, the stock market has broken one record after another. The biggest gain of stock market after an election in history. That's a good sign. In a single month, small business optimism soared 41 points, which is a record. That's a record. Bitcoin has surged to an all-time record high of $108,000. Congratulations. Congratulations. And just last week, in an overwhelming statement of confidence in our leadership, the CEO of SoftBank, a very highly respected man in Asia, Masayoshi Son, you probably saw it announced that he will be investing, and only because I won the election, he made that clear, only because he has confidence in the United States, between $100 billion and $200 billion. And he's going to be investing. It's equal to about 100,000 jobs at least. And all over the world, people are investing now. They're starting the investments, and it's going to be a beautiful thing with the jobs. But they're calling it the Trump effect because even before taking office, we're already bringing in the jobs and opportunity and safety and common sense back to the USA. We're bringing common sense back. Maybe that's the most important.
Common sense is returning, but not if you are on the New York subway. 28 days until mass deportations begin. This is the front page of today's New York Post. Migrant fire horror. Yeah, I saw the videos and could not believe what I was witnessing. And apparently this person was already deported once from Guatemala, from the United States, a migrant from Guatemala, doing an absolutely atrocious act of horror on the New York subway. Yes, 28 days until mass deportations begin. Trump saying that the golden age of America is upon us.
Since the election, I can proudly proclaim that the golden age of America is upon us. On January 20th, the United States will turn the page forever on 4 long, horrible years of failure. Our movement not only won a mandate, but we built new American majorities all over the place and will define our country's future. The people have given us their trust, and in return, we're going to give them the best day one, the biggest first week, and the most extraordinary first 100 days of any president in American history. Since the election, the stock market has broken one record after another. The biggest gain of stock market after an election in history. In a single month, small business optimism soared 41 points, which is a record. Bitcoin has surged to an all-time record high of $108,000. We're going to stop woke. Woke is bullshit. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation. And we will keep men out of women's sports. But something happened also in the election. All 50 states shifted toward the Republican Party, every single one of them. They're calling it the Trump effect because even before taking office, we're already bringing in the jobs and opportunity and safety and common sense back to the USA. We're bringing common sense back. We're going to embark on the most exciting and successful period of reform and renewal in all of American history. My administration will live by the motto, promises made, promises kept. We did keep our promises. We're going to cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories roaring back to America and right back here to Arizona. Coming soon to America, to a theater near you, right?
Let's go. Let's go. Do you guys know who Glenn Jacobs is? Yeah, he is the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, and he's a friend of mine. I've actually I've gone to the gym with him in the past. when we had a previous studio, he was there, interviewed him a couple times in the past. But he just released this, and being Christmas Eve, I figured I would present this to you. This is his telling of the night before Christmas 2024. I think you're going to enjoy this.
This is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the swamp, establishment hacks prepared for their yearly romp. The lobbyists hung their stockings with care, knowing that pork would soon fill the air. The bureaucrats were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of bonuses danced in their heads. And Mama with her paper and me with my pen were trying to stretch our budget to make it to month's end. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I grabbed my phone to see what was the matter. I opened my Ring app and quickly logged in, hoping to find the source of the din. The streets were all empty, not a soul was around, not even Tren de Aragua was there to be found. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a big black limo adorned with Doge gear. Out of the moonroof jumped Vivek and Elon, then a figure I knew must be Big Don. Out of his car, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now JD, now Tulsi, now Pete and RFK, on Cash, on Tom, and Pam and Jay. Time to get to work, let's finish the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. With his red MAGA hat, I couldn't stop grinning. We'd win so much, we'd tire of winning. But not everyone was so very happy. In fact, some Scrooges were downright snappy. What? No more wars? Lamented Liz and Dick? Oh my God, the mustache is gonna be sick. Meanwhile, Chuck and Nancy packed up their junk. In their grinchy little hearts, they knew they were sunk. Kamala wept over our Christmas ballad, understanding it better than her own word salad. Gavin is busy Trump-proofing Cali, and Jack Smith bought a one-way ticket to Bali. Alvin and Fanning are saying a prayer, waiting for justice because of their lawfare. Much to the left's chagrin, Leah vacated his win, making Riley the champion she always should have been. Misgendering came the refrain so mind-numbing. Hey, it's not my fault the guy's got the wrong plumbing. As he ended his term to little acclaim, Joe made a request of Tyrus and Cain. Without hookers and blow, hunters in great pain, please relocate my little boy back to Ukraine. This 4-year nightmare has come to an end. It's morning in America all over again. Wages are up, inflation is down, and it's finally safe to go downtown. Our future is bright, no longer in limbo, and DEI has been thrown out the window. When Trump steps to the dais and is quickly sworn in, the hosts of The View won't know where to begin. With his gifts delivered and the country back on track, Trump headed home for a quick winter's nap. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, MAGA Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, ho, ho!
So, what we're witnessing this Christmas season isn't just a political movement. It's the rebirth of American greatness. As Trump declared, we haven't just won an election, we've built a new American majority that will define our country's future. While the mainstream media crumbles, with even their star anchors admitting they were wrong, the Trump effect is reshaping our nation's destiny. The golden age of America isn't just a promise, it is 28 days away. So here's my question for you. What's the first thing you want to see President Trump do in his first 100 days to kickstart America's golden age? Share your vision in the comments below. And celebrate this historic moment with our MAGA Avengers collection at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com, because this Christmas season, We're not just celebrating Christmas. We're celebrating America's comeback.